So
Sabrina birthday, direct contact to father.
so right now, people were out in OB, and the
Well,
police are illegally searching and
can I just
saying they're going to take people to jail if they don't follow what they order and using
um
force. And these are really prophetic beings that have helped out a lot of people. So
yeah, I'm not really. They're fucking searching. Oh no, this schools.
that is, and here they are right here.
Okay, do you know the password?
Here, um,
Oh, cool. Not it's all right. She's
here.
a real one. She called back. Hello. Can you pass me the phone today? Okay. So the police, we were on the beach and they're starting to harass people. They're going to say encampment and blah blah blah, which implies that we slept on the beach.
Hey,
But
bring your ukulele in here.
huh?
Bring the ukulele in here.
Okay. No, he's not even. God. You're not talking about
Let's flip this sideways.
the police are here at the beach, and it's not even about we find a law against a complaint that's not actually a complaint. So what they're saying is that camping would imply that we slept. They're saying slept on the beach, but every time we've been here on the beach, we've been awake. So they said that they have photos of us being at the beach. They're trying to. They're trying to. Literally.
Bro, bro, bro,
They're trying
brother,
to cite us for
brother,
code violations of something and trying to
brother.
take pictures of our faces.
You're live on YouTube. Let you know. Fourth Amendment, right to privacy, and I got them live on my YouTube.
It's literally police harassment because if it's a normal beach, it's a normal beach when they're saying that we're invading as if we're not normal beach goers. You have some people that literally live in $1 million houses and they come out here and literally sleep on the beach, like and then have like a little tent or whatever, but they're not ticketing them.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
He's not interested in that.
Brother.
In a public space. Right, no sleeping on the beach, which would mean imply sleeping, but we've never slept on the beach. Right, these are codes. Okay, well,
Hey,
can I
brother.
have some assistance in that?
Hey.
Yes, because it's Ocean Beach. The it's a code, and they're literally illegally searching your people's things right now. Right, right, but they're illegally doing it, Papa. Well, we're recording live right now.
Hey, did they harass you?
I'm just wondering, if we should just try to peacefully pack up and go so that it'll be better for everybody?
It was better for everyone because we have our stuff and we've helped out a lot of people for actually have a conversation than threat us with jail and
So
citations if we don't do what they want because they got to complain.
oh, that's what they said to you?
Yeah, yeah. But I didn't talk because I wrote down Fourth Amendment and my right to not speak. I don't have to speak, so I put live on, and
So you're saying to just
that.
go
This
after
is
the
what
Nazis afterwards?
this this is what they're choosing to do. So
Sorry.
our choice, my
But
choice.
that is not
Now you can, but I'm saying that I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to move this tin again when they said, "Hey, if I move, it's okay." And if I take off this top, it's okay. And another cop said, "We don't really care." And it's like, we don't really care. But then the other officer says, we don't care about what he said. Just take your shit down or you're going to jail. And then I got that on film, him saying that I'm not going to get you a ticket or I'm going to give you a ticket. And if you don't take it down and you know what, I'm just going to take you to jail. I won't even give you a ticket. If it's not down by the time I get back, I'm going to take you to jail. And I said that you're threatening me with jail.
oh, yeah.
And
I
I've
never
been
got that
peaceful.
far, but that's why I was calling you about
You know what I mean?
the actual law. Take it out on everybody.
Not if we actually stand up and say, "Hey, this is what's up." No, they won't. We'll actually stop it. Everyone's scared and in fear. I grew up in juvenile hall. I grew up in the system. Take me. I'll go write and do art, and I'll come back out, and this is already live, and it's already gonna be up there.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
There's some-
So these are all these are all prophetic beings,
there's-
you know, doing God's work,
oh, yeah.
you know, and they're sitting here slaying on them over people that are sitting in what
I think
not comfortable. You know what it was? He said the people that called said they're not safe coming out of their house. Yeah.
Can you do that again? But
That said that to YouTube videos where they recorded it and they got their asses fucking fired from the department.
that's
You know what I mean?
yeah, that's a whole another section now.
But that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing.
No. So that's a whole thing that hasn't even been reported
I got a
yet.
whole department fired. I bought my house with the winnings from suing their asses. There are good officers and there are good beings, but them doing this is not cool.
Well, they literally said that they're gonna throw everything's away. Literally.
Dude, I tell you that, hey,
Hold on.
no, he doesn't know what the other officer did. The other officer came by. He said, "We don't care. Just take it, sit down." We did. The other officer, and we had it down. And you're sweating outside now. You told the other officer.
Okay.
You
Okay.
you
Hold on. In order.
you had the base. You said your whole story, and he said it
Right.
doesn't matter.
You don't know. Okay. The whole you would have to have a conversation.
But I'm saying he didn't know that one, and that one was just yesterday. He said, "Move it, and you're okay."
Okay. Well, he was just saying that yesterday they tried to harass us, saying, well, one said, okay, it's fine that you're here, just move the tent, move it, or it can't be up by day. And so we followed those rules. And then another came saying, oh, you can have it at all. And then so it just keeps switching. Okay, so what rights do they have on what grounds to keep switching? Because it's just hearsay.
Why join the military if you're gonna not fight for people's rights? Like, why do we go to Iraq? To kill people?
Can you run those through? Can you run? Can you?
No, shoot. Sorry, guys. All right, guys. Here. So, bros and GTA, right? Bros and GTA. Um, so this cat right here that's in front of on the thing, he's the nicest, like prophetic. Like he's out here doing God's work. Like helped out so many people in the last 2 days.
Can you run me through the amendments right now? Because my brain is. Can you run me through the amendments right now? My mind is drawing a blank. Yes, constitutional rights.
Hey, bro, brother. Why did they have you do that? Well, they had him throw out his shoes right now. Like he's, you know.
Okay. Okay. Alright. And then just take down the bad number.
So they're gonna remove him and pretty much come in here and throw away all his belongings, violating his space. Yeah, and we've been feeding all the houseless. Even the house come out and visit us. Mm. The house come out and give us food yesterday. Like
Not okay.
so beautiful.
I I'm not okay.
And they're having him throw away. So Sipri got hit in the head with a bat when we stopped the rape. And so if you look at her head right here, we stopped a rape from happening. And it was only 10 days ago. 3 times in the head with a bat. And they know this. Yeah, no, guys, they are illegally searching. Yeah. So she just got hit with the head and the bat, stopped a rape. And so
You guys come to a conclusion? What's that?
All right. Well, introductions. I'm Officer Harris with the San Diego Police Department.
Okay.
You can record all day. That's fine.
I'm literally.
So the reason why we're contacting you is this tent has been in photos since last week, right? And so there's no. So let me just finish, then you can say your piece. So there's no lodging here on the beach. Okay. This has been here for a long time. That is not allowed. There's a municipal code allowing that, or saying that it's not okay. Um, what we're gonna do right now, you guys are legally detained. You're not free to go. We're going to identify you guys and figure out if you guys have been contacted before. I want to offer resources. Okay. Uh, once almost resources. Got those at your disposal. Okay. If you want to take those, we can try. We can make some phone calls.
Are you guys citing us right now?
I'm not saying that right now.
are you saying we're under arrest? Are we under arrest?
You're just right now. You're just
So being
Okay.
detained.
So we're under arrest.
That's why you're not in cuffs. Okay.
Okay.
You're still not free to go. So
I literally just got here and
that makes sense to you. With the illegal lodge right now on the beach. You guys are detained.
so this,
What's considered illegal lodging?
There's a lot of there's a lot of variables.
But can you tell me?
That email-
I just set it up.
This has been here for at least last week. I saw pictures.
I just moved it yesterday.
Don't care if it's on the street.
Actually, I moved it at night. No, I didn't.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue those semantics, okay? I do need your identification. Do you have ID on you? If you don't want to cooperate, we can go in cuffs, okay? Is that what we want to do?
Okay. Well, it's not that I'm cooperating. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
We're required to
Yeah.
provide your
Please
identification.
do.
my
You
wallet.
don't need it. If you could just provide your name, date of
Okay,
birth,
well, my name is say.
we'll verify it. You want to provide yours?
And if
Do I need to?
you're not going to use threats,
If what?
you guys have my ID. I've given it to you so many times.
We've never spoken to you before. I mean, if you give it to me, I can look it up.
Well, I
see if
don't
we
have.
have
I don't have.
So
it.
don't
As
I
long
have
as you identify you, make sure you have the
I okay, so
Crime of the century. I
Yeah.
recognize that.
I didn't commit a crime though.
I know. I'm just saying this is a municipal code.
I know, but you're saying that it's a crime that I committed.
It-
And that
it's-
but I need to give you an ID on the
Yeah.
crime that I committed. So you're a judge that said I committed a crime. So basically it's
I'm witnessing a crime right now. Okay, the way this whole tent is set up.
I help people for a living transform.
It's two separate
Not out
I
for-
listen to all you officers. I even helped clean up the beaches. I talked to the officers, helped the communication because it was aggressive.
But do-
And then it went the other guy, the black guy, he's tall. He's like, I've never talked to a cop like that after I was done helping them communicate.
so here's where I'm at.
I just
This has grown, all right? So it started out with just one easy up, then it's been two, then another, then people to stay around, to hang around, and then another tent, and then this tent's been here with it. It just
Well,
it
the-
sets the precedence that this is acceptable, and it's not. Okay, I've gotten calls from numerous neighbors that live right behind you that do pay taxes here, uh, and are abiding by the laws. So that's why we're here today.
they told us if we have this up, we're fine. And if we have the top this open, we're cool. It's been open and we've had like
So what?
5 people sitting here reading and being
You're absolutely right.
I did move.
You're right. It's
I
your-
I wasn't here a week. I promise you on all of creation,
Yeah.
I moved this. I just moved this.
That's semantics, though. If you're just moving 50 feet down down the way,
But so is municipal code compared to a crime. I'm literally
this has been on the sand since last week. I have photos of it here.
but I didn't I literally what the other officer said that that but I've seen many YouTube videos where they you have a right to your the privacy.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not searching anything. I'm just asking.
No, for my ID.
So
That's not even who I am though. Like truly, that's a name, Jonathan Smith. Yes. See, you got my name. And
don't provide me with your legal name. If I cannot identify you, then you're violating
for
148 piece. You're inhibiting our investigation.
but can you
and I
tell
can
me
take you to jail for that. I
instead
don't
of a number, can you tell me what that is? Can you
What's that?
explain it? Can you explain that just so I know?
So you know what?
You're saying a code.
It's just not providing a name
So-
with legally detained.
Penal Code 148, okay? You're obstructing our ability to conduct an investigation, whether you're coming up, walking behind me, you're not providing your name, or you're resisting detention. Like say you were trying to walk off on me when I told you were detained, that's all 148
Yeah.
violation. Those are local offenses, meaning if you don't want to play by that rule, you can go to jail. Okay?
But
I don't want to take
like that's why we go to war and all that because we stand up for what we
Sure.
beyond believe, beyond truth.
I give it. Okay. You ask me my name and my badge number, I get it. Officer Harris, 1702.
You got cracked in the head because we stopped a rape. Well, it was only 10 days ago.
Okay.
We don't have our car right now. We've asked for it from the county,
I explained to you, I'm here to offer you resources. Okay.
but we can't get calls back.
I'm not saying I'm taking anything away from you.
Or 16/1990. I'm okay with giving you my name. You could I mean, I'm in the paper and everything. Like,
That's all we're asking for.
We have our homeless outreach team that's gonna be heading over here, so if you wanna speak to them, they can offer more resources.
I mean, we want to work together, and we are
Yeah.
obvious ways. And
Well, so I have a job to do. One, you need to. I mean, if I had to,
the thing that made me mad is I got aggressively said I was going to go to jail by an officer the other day, and I have her, and I've been protecting her.
Sure.
And the officer, I'm like, whoa! Like we took down the tent. The other officer said, "Cool, I don't really care." And the other officer said,
that's like I said. I try to set that precedent. It's not a huge crime, but you're not hurting people, right? By having a tent out.
"But what about the crime against us? The crime against the girl that's out here at 20, cracked in the head of the bat? Like
That's why.
that's
why
crazy."
that's why we're just talking.
But we've talked to so many officers and said, "Hey, can you help us?" And they just move along.
Sorry to cut you off. You said it was 4/16/1990,
Mhm.
and then Jonathan Smith.
Mhm.
Okay. Have you been contacting the San Diego before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Tulare County, you could look up my police brutality story. And that was a beautiful outcome for everybody.
You have a middle name? Anything?
Shane.
Shane. That? Did you find?
What was your name, ma'am?
Cipriano Babette.
Your name?
Cipriano Babette.
Can you spell it for now?
C-I-T-R-I-C.
Sir.
C-I.
Can't find him. Sit down. Yeah, that's what
I mean, at a point, it would be nice to actually sit down with your counsel or like the chief and like actually go in and like come up with actual solutions and make them happen one at a time.
Shit, I'll get my card. You should come and sit on one of our meetings.
Yeah, I want
Actually, councilman perhaps.
Doesn't mean you're getting.
Have you ever been arrested before, Jonathan? Yeah.
Mm.
Like you went to jail and everything? Here,
Yeah, you could check. No.
Yeah, we're trying to check. You're just not coming up, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, well, that's because it got erased. Yeah.
I'll put it in the calendar.
Is it, so Jonathan, what's your middle name? Let's
Shane.
do for a common name.
Shane.
Jonathan.
The other officer let me into the van the other day, pulled up my thing. He was
Oh,
super nice.
Hot seat, the homeless outreach team?
No. He was another officer, and they were cleaning up another encampment.
Okay.
09 to 05.
I mean, I got arrested for resisting arrest, and the lawyers say, arrested for what? And they said they didn't say, you know. But at the end, I sat with all the cops and told them I love 'em, man. Like I grew up with you guys. I was in 26 Fosterums, 2 years of juvenile hall growing up. Like it's I've always been outstanding.
I appreciate it.
Dan? Is that the one you were talking about?
I'm talking about my dad.
Do you have a driver's license here? Or a California ID? Or were you ever issued one?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Know that the number by any chance?
I don't.
You know, no worries.
You just have a double ID. That's all.
Yeah, so I can't find it, but my partner's gonna try.
I can tell you my role of decree is transformation and change, and the biggest thing I want for us is a level playing field. You know, And-
Here's what I would do. I'm just, because I can't solve all the problems in this uniform or whatever.
I know.
So we get calls and complaints, right? These people right here are the ones who call in for the most part. They send us pictures, they call, they complain, they do get it done. This and that. Okay. So why do you write in front of the
Because sometimes you have to be
They're-
the squeaky wheel gets greased, right?
Yeah.
Like
So
the nail that sticks out doesn't get hammered, but I'm willing to get hammered like Jesus and take the cross. You know what I mean?
Don't you want to lay low?
I want to lay low in my heart, you know, but big in my heart.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to stick out. Like I've never not been able to stick out. Like
But you get caught up with other too. No, I mean,
I can't speak for everyone, but I stick up for them in the house and the houseless.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, I think after with those multiple times.
oh yeah, they're like these beings. If you actually talk to them, came here.
They're moving around.
No, I like I'm talking to you right now, right? I talk to them. They have a mission like you.
Yeah.
But if you actually talk to these guys,
I'm not saying anybody at all. It's just
sometimes I'm bad and good. It just depends on what you have to be in the minute. Sometimes you have to beat the shit out of something like the guy raping the girl, you know? His blood was all over the floor.
fine.
Yeah, I could say to the core why the fuck I did it. But I'm a warrior like you guys, like, but I don't, someone told me, hey, I thought you were good. Oh, I don't know who told you that. Like, I don't know, Yeshua fucking threw over some tables and Buddha kicked the motherfucker off the boat. You know what I mean?
I think your van was.
Yeah, I got hit in the head.
I get talking about
Yeah.
the case.
So here's what we. I mean, unless you have some warrants or something like that, okay? Or you've been contacted for the same exact thing multiple times and issued sites, we'll move on from here. But this draws a lot of attention to yourself. Yeah, you're kind of playing that just you're right. and you're drawing attention to yourself, and you're right in front of people who are very vocal and love to call us.
Well,
Deal with it.
we're gonna be out of here in 1 to 2 days on a global convergence.
I would have to sleep somewhere. Sand is a comfortable place. I'd probably be sleeping on the sand too. Not gonna say that I would.
It's nice place to sleep.
You
Yeah.
gotta tidy up shop.
The ocean.
Yeah.
7 a.m. You gotta tidy up shop.
Yeah, I will.
Not
I will.
like you when you're sleeping,
Right.
you know, but which it is. It's almost 10:30 now. You gotta break down shop.
Okay.
Can you come out here and enjoy the beach day with an umbrella and a chair and a cooler? Sure, but all this in a bedroom somewhere. It's not it's not a lot on the beach.
We have one more day, and it was super traumatic, like trauma, which is just energy that kind of boiled up
Yeah.
with her having to sit in the sun yesterday, and she can't have her head in the sun.
Yeah.
It's I mean, it's healing like crazy. This is 10 days, like this is 10 days. Look at that healing. That's God. You know what I mean? You know,
Oh,
Yeah.
I still see it.
that's God right there. And I did make this nice. I have my books up. I'm gonna do some writing, and we're gonna be out of here like in a day. Like,
But-
I-
But you
and I follow their
got,
rules.
you got caught up with the photos. This green tint is in it. That's what I'm saying. Why sometimes you gotta lay low so you can be left alone.
I was a mess. I was a mess. This looks great. Like I was a mess the other day, you know? So,
So don't. I'm just saying, don't draw more attention to yourself.
I would like to I would like to have a great outcome, not positive or negative. But you said that the council and you said the meeting, but you had your card?
Here's email. I don't know. Is your phone? You have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can send you the link to the to our monthly meeting. So we have.
Go with me?
I attend a couple of them a month here.
Okay. Well, we'll figure out when you're going and
They're on a rotating schedule every
Yeah.
month, so you can sit in. You can actually voice your. We actually need that.
I
right,
know.
in the public.
I know.
Have you dealt with Bill
I-
Candela?
No, I haven't dealt with San Diego. So in my town,
He's not. He's not a part of San Diego. He's just. He's an advocate for people that are on this that are living on the street.
I'm an advocate for everyone because until everyone has equanimity and balance,
And so he's fighting the same fight.
I have my boxing gloves off unless I need to come on. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to fight. Like I don't want. There's resist persists. Like
Yeah.
I want to have an actual conversation that gets somewhere, even if it's one slow ass thing at a time. Sometimes it's good to go slow. You might actually get something done.
Yeah.
You know. And I grow 26 phosphorems. Yeah, if you have a reasonable application, you're like, heck yeah, and it's direct and it's gonna have a direct impact. It's quick and it doesn't cost much. If anything, just a group effort and people want to serve.
Just demeanor wise, when somebody just refuses to talk and just says, I'm not giving you my name, like that just comes across as being passive aggressive.
I
mean, and then that doesn't make me very personal. You know what I mean?
I feel the same. I feel
I
the
like
same.
to solve problems. I'm not here to end people up for silly things.
It feels good
Okay?
to be a little bit resistant. It feels good to be a little bit of I wouldn't say resistant. I guess resistance.
Yeah.
It feels good to just like you guys have to do all fucking day. It feels good to say, hey, why do we go to war?
Right.
We put on our fucking shit. We say, yeah, you know, I'm being a real actual non-resistant, but I'm just saying, hey, I do have a right to silence, which I do which I was like, hey, let's talk. Like
Yeah.
I'm a great communicator. I want to show you that, hey, I'm a warrior too, you know, and by the things I'm saying, it's proof in her head, and we're here helping others. We're having a communication, and she's walking and talking, which is huge. So, and due to her, what happened to her and the officer wanting to go to jail, like if I go to jail, the stress that's going to be on her,
Yeah.
that puts a little bit of
Yeah.
because
No,
before
I don't.
I was getting badges and stickers and shit at 10 o'clock at night, having communication, you know, officers outside smiling. So I I do things for a reason, but I can explain them. So if you ever have anything with me as a brother,
Yeah.
I will explain to the core why I do things instead of say sorry and fucking I apologize and
You'll see us out here. We're on the same beat. Like
Oh,
we
yeah.
hang out on the beach. My name's James.
Marcus, I met yeah, what's that? Yeah. Yes, the sticker, yeah.
You know who this, but it's just that you guys kind of got out of it.
Look at if we get hemmed up, just like you guys get out here on front lines all the time.
Yeah.
You guys get hemmed up, I get hemmed up. But you gave me a badge, brother. I'm a peace officer. I'm a peace officer. Hey, royal decree of the highest decree, you know, commander in other realms, you know.
What state was it?
California.
California. You said you got arrested out of state?
No. I hardly ever go out of state. Yeah, I went to Morocco, you know, but I hardly ever go out of state. California is home, you know.
Social?
610-48-775.
Okay, because we were trying to find you. We can't find you with information you gave us.
You're welcome,
That should be
YouTube.
there.
There's my social, 610-48-775. It's not who I am, but
I mean-
you guys can hack it, whatever you guys need to do. No, it's on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. No, this is a positive, not a positive or negative thing. This is this 610-48-775. What are they gonna do?
I don't know.
Got in the highest degree. I'm protected, beyond protected. 610-48-775. 610-48-775. Oh, dude, if I have something to handle, I go. You know, I love seeing a judge. Judge Lowe's was my favorite when I was young. I was excited because we always came up with solutions. He loved me. The cop told me the other day, he's like, "I'm gonna take you to jail." I'm like, "Let's go." I said, "I said I'll get a break." It's hard being out in the street. And there, at least I get to read and draw and write and talk to the brothers.
There's no option on server drive for social.
I don't know about, yeah. Yeah, there's front. Oh,
Yeah, look up Tulare, California, police brutality. You'll see me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Hey.
Maybe not that case, guy.
Yeah, I sat down with all the officers in my front yard, and man, we had a love party. And they took me to the hospital. I passed away and came back, and everything went away. I was like, yeah, cool.
All right. You have a YouTube channel, podcast.
Within tranquility.
What was that?
Within tranquility.
Within tranquility.
Because that's the core, right? Like if you have a base of tranquility, no matter what happens, you have something to land on. You know?
Peace.
Be,
So we are back all the time. We can't ignore the issue because the complaints keep coming in. I think that encampment will be gone for a little bit. All I can do is suggest. I can't make you do anything, but keep it tight because you're drawing attention to yourself right now.
right.
On being in a tent. You know what I mean?
And hopefully we'll draw a lot of attention in the greatest way.
You said in a day or two.
Mhm.
If you want any resources from us,
Just what you gave me. I like
If you
I
like it, bro.
I like directness, and I like direct, like like connection. Because connection.
It's medium.
If they have a complaint, I say what? If you have a complaint, be willing to complain all the way to the core. If you don't have a complaint, don't fucking complain.
There you go.
Right? Because if you're complaining to complain on your brother and sister and don't know why, you're just being a Jezebel.
Yeah.
Or opposite of that for a man. You're being a little bitch. Like, and I say that in the most bountiful way. Like man up. Like let's have a communication, you know? Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Do you need anything thrown out? We're here. We got trash trucks too.
No, when I told the officer down there when I tore down the first one, he said he didn't even ask me. I was like, I'm gonna go tear that down because I told the other officer I was gonna get out.
Yeah.
And I went down at like 11 o'clock at night, tore it down. No, I picked my own trash.
Sure.
Like,
But right now, so if the next officer that comes along that's not me this afternoon, they can do the same thing. Okay, I'm just letting you.
well, this I got out of the.
You got a whole bunch of stuff here that belongs in the garage in the bedroom, not out on.
I know.
So if you need help tidying up, we're happy to help. But you're right in view of everybody. You know what I mean?
Dude,
You're kind of you're basically asking to get talked to again,
you,
detained again.
you know what you just reminded me of right now in my heart? As the sergeant, after I was done speaking, we were all in tears. He said, "Mr. Smith, how can I serve you?" I cried. I was like, "That's what this masterclass in service."
Yeah.
No, nothing behind it. Like truly, they took me. They listened to me like for 35 minutes. I was like, I could talk for 35 minutes, and they did not talk. I was like, "That's trip." And then they took me to the hospital, and they did. I was like, "I trust you guys. You guys are my brothers. Like, take me away. You know, Cowboys, take me away. You know." So, thank you.
Pick it out. Do you need anything?
What's that?
You okay? Okay.
Yeah,
Do you need anything?
Say hello when you see us around. Okay.
like I said, we have the homeless outreach team coming. If you wanted to speak to them and all that, they're gonna be showing them.
If they want to speak to us, yeah. You know, that's one thing that I said in San Diego. All these people in their glass jar houses. I came from my glass jar house and got the hell out of here.
You want to try to get the housing or no?
Yeah, I would like to see how the process is.
Next phone call.
I would love absolutely. I've been out in San Diego, and since I've been here for a whole year, I never once got contacted by the community or by a community. Like I in my town, I have a self studio. I'm known in the town.
Actually, think they're here. Yeah, they're here. That's nice. They'll offer, take it. It might not be exactly.
I will. I will.
Okay.
I will. Even if I had a bunch of stuff over in my town, I'm very well known in my town. I have an art studio called Self Studio and the Masonic Lodge across the other town, which is hilarious. And I I left there to come here. And but I'm well known in my town, like, but to actually use the resources and see how they work,
Yeah.
like,
Well, they're coming now, so
Right.
I'm gonna get out, but we'll be around. We're here for a little
you
bit.
know, she can't say much, but like if she needed anything, it's a service. Like, how can I serve you? And as brothers, like that's our mother of creation. Like that. How do we serve the mother of creation? Like, how do especially when she stopped the rape? That's crazy. Like to just listen to her and check in on her and like make sure she's cool. That's a big deal. You know, she's kind of smiling right now. She's like,
Look at that. Appreciate it.
her dad's a major in the military. Yeah.
What happened? Huh? What else?
There we go, guys. All right. I want to get back to my book. And boom.
Oh, yeah, that was nice. Sit up right.
This is what it looked like from the top, you know, like really put my effort into this today, you know. Rebels. Maybe some ukulele for some place. And even when things get hard and having actual diplomacy is not what we see as democracy or Republican. Diplomacy is the ability to listen to each other, and D is for development. Develop something worthy of standing on and standing underneath, so strong that everybody in the world could stand on it. If not, get that shit out of here. It's a belief system. And leaning on our own understanding, if you actually talk to me, I guess, you know, beyond knowing, what's beyond knowing, what's beyond your knowledge? Why do we have to be in the little brain, left brain, right brain? Be direct, have direct impacts. It does not take a lot. It actually takes less and less and less to where you've let go, let God, because God will put every step as you flow. You know, Bruce Lee said that. Bruce Lee said, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you what Bruce Lee said through my experience of Bruce Lee as I experienced him, of what he said, uh, be like water and flow. To be a warrior, to be present, to not expect something in what we call the future. We only have the present moment. What will our reflexes do? Have you ever done that? Like Spider-Man? Say, right? What if you're all doing that together directly? Then you're directly manifesting co-creators, having great communication, community, creativeness. I wonder. It's called God's imagination. Let's imagine it together. And don't take shit too seriously. Yes, why? Dude, dude. Hey, highest decree, commander in realm, legion of Mons, devs, and angels. Yeshua. Names by my parents, Jonathan, I'm a gift. Shane, ooh, sharp blade of transformation. And Smith, order of man. So, and guess what? Smith kind of sounds like, I want to kill those Indians. But then I got this. And guess what? I'm okay with fucking up because fucking up causes failure. And failure is imperfect, but imperfect is perfect, right? So everything's perfect. I don't miss. Okay. I'm going to. Okay. Just to let you know, I like your recording. I'm just putting this on YouTube just to see how we make an impact. Because I've talked to the officer about actually having an impact.
Can you come closer?
Uh,
Hard to hear with all the wind and stuff.
So I'm just putting this on. I'm just putting this on. I already had this on film earlier. We filmed the whole thing, so it's been on live the whole time.
Oh, that's fine.
And it's not to resist. It's to actually make change. And I would like to. So
We don't do any enforcement.
you know, you're about what can we do now, right?
So what homeless outreach team, we offer you services. So we have 3 different aspects with us right now. So me, I try to get you into a shelter. This is our county worker. So he tries to get you EBT, food stamps, that kind of GR, those kind of things. And then we also have our perk clinician, but she's over there in the van working on something right now. But if you want to talk to her, she'll come over here. So she does the mental health aspect. So we don't do any enforcement. So that's their part. And we just come over and we try to get you into some kind of resources to help you get up back on your feet or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's what we do.
I'm open. But we told just to let you guys know, we told the officers that everything we could get just to see also how it works. Like in my county, I know how everything works because I'm a community activist. And I have a self studio where I help the community. Right? Tulare County.
Which one?
Tulare County.
Here in California?
Yeah, sequoias. You know, national park. Um, so I'm open and I'm open to taking them. I'm open to seeing how they work and being a direct impact on actual application and communication, diplomacy, real diplomacy, right? That's how we got to actually be instead of the people in the glass houses and the ones out here not knowing how to communicate and no actual direct impact. That's why we got this happening. So
We're not here to escalate anything. That shelter benefits.
unless that escalator takes us to the top.
Do
I
you have your IDs?
already gave it to them.
It's for me, so I could write it down to put you into the shelter.
I don't.
You don't
I
have
don't.
one?
Yeah, yeah.
What's your first name?
Jonathan Smith, Jonathan, and middle name.
Said AN?
Yeah, middle initial Shane, and then Smith. They had to look at me up a special way. They always have to do that. So you might want to ask the.
We're not looking you up.
This
Oh,
is to enter you in to try to get you the shelter.
okay.
Or for the other parts like the county benefits and stuff. That's how we get your information. So however it is on your ID, that way they can look it up on the county to give you the benefits and stuff.
Wait, so
Shoot.
how exactly does
Do you
the
wanna write
process
down-
work?
Which one?
This whole thing. So I know you said the different you're not citation,
Yeah.
you're not doing any of that, but I
I'm
would
a county worker. I personally don't like being recorded. I can deny the recording. He's a cop, so you can record him all he wants, really. So,
Well, I'm not. I'm recording this. Not.
no, I
okay.
get you, but remember, like, just different professionals.
Well, on the public side too, you know, working together is that as in public, I'm okay because I have no alternate intentions. Hey, people take pictures all the time and record, and this is all being recorded anyway. Like everything is being recorded, right?
Yeah, I'm just
You
letting
know,
my preference versus,
I hear your preference. I will. Well, you're live right now, so
Yeah, I know.
I know your preference. I know things are uncomfortable. I'm sitting in a tent with a woman that got stopped a rape 10 days ago, and she got hit with the head with a baseball bat. Hey, sometimes you do shit that's uncomfortable, and that's how we change shit. Nothing's easy. You know, everything's got a degree of hardness, and that's what we do.
If you want to continue with this, just for like EBT and Medi-Cal and stuff, I do need that to not be recording, just so I can go through your information, so that not everybody knows your information.
Already did 610 48 775, man.
Okay, okay, okay. You're breaking HIPAA.
Hey, but it's my
Keep your identity safe, bro.
hey,
Keep your identity safe.
hey, but it's hey, my hips, mind a break.
You're cool, bro. You're cool.
Yeah. No, if you feel uncomfortable and you want to have someone else,
No, I'm here. I'm just saying, like, you don't
I
need to put the phone in my face.
oh yeah. Well, I want to. Hey, you know what? You have a wonderful smile. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
I understand people put people on the YouTube to get a negative and positive reaction to get people fired. Nah, you fucking fire us from the past and
Yeah.
present and actually make direct impact. Don't fire each other.
Yeah, no worries, bro.
Fire the people that hey, fire no, absolutely fire the asses that don't want to have a communication diplomacy and want to act like little snitches and not do and not and say, oh my god, I'm a
No, I get
victim.
you.
You know what I
You're
mean?
welcome to record for
Yeah.
for your safety and all that
Yeah.
stuff. It's just when you do actually apply and we start talking about information, I'd rather.
I'm doing it for the safety of the community in general. Like, you know, like she got hit in the head with a baseball bat. We saw out on the street a woman get raped. Like there was no protection.
Sir, let me just explain a little bit more in depth. So, like, our conversation is perfectly fine to record. He's saying for his
Okay.
aspect is because the HIPAA violations, because it's going to be all your guys' personal information, social security numbers, stuff like that. So that way it's not on the video. That's what he's trying to explain. For
If you
me and
we can write it down to say, hey,
yeah.
boom, boom.
So that's
we-
the aspect for us is for me, all of our stuff is already recorded, everything. But for that aspect, putting it on the live and stuff is gonna put your personal information. That's what he's trying to tell you.
Well, I mean, that's just
And sometimes we can do that.
Socials and-
yeah, I
that's what
know
he's trying to say.
that stuff is like
Look at some
I
people
get what he's saying, but that stuff is kind of
look at
lily.
sometimes we be saying that because there's manipulation
Oh,
and no. People do
I'm totally okay with you with like recording and stuff. It's just if you want to
I
apply
just
with me,
I wanna
I can't.
I wanna
Yeah, you.
hold on. I
I
when I'm speaking, I just wanna finish my like I respect you guys, I respected him.
yeah.
Is when I wanna come to a point, is that when I do something, I wanna have an impact, good communication, clarity, and so the solution would be, "Hey, I don't like to be recorded, put that thing back. Hey, your information is gonna be here, and we don't wanna say it out loud." If I'm a great communicator and clever to come up with shit, hand me the notepad, I'll write it down and wink at me and say, "Hey, can you do this?" Boom, boom. I hand it back, silence.
All right.
Great.
Can we
Sounds great.
continue this? So, because I still got to talk to 3 other people over here.
Yeah, go for it.
What's your date of birth?
4/16/1990.
16, 9.
See right there?
And are you guys trying to be together in the shelter, or are you guys trying to be separate?
Yes, together. We
Together.
sometimes we gotta fly apart, but
I know.
yeah,
So
together.
together? And what's your name?
Cipriano.
So do you guys provide together
Credit.
shelters? Like where you could be with your partner?
Well, you can share a tent together in Tent City. When it's like other shelters that are just single beds, then
Is that one on the side of the hill?
yes.
Dude.
Balboa.
I kept on looking at that. I'm like, dude, I want to set up teepees there. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. There's two of them, I believe. There's B lot and then there's O lot. Um, not too far apart from each other.
that would be cool though to set up
No
teepees
pet?
and have indigenous people. I already talked
You
to
guys
my
have pets
chiefs and
or
stuff
no?
to actually bring
Pet.
indigenous people here with teepees and actually
Oh, yeah.
do work
No?
while they're staying out.
I,
First, yeah.
I like tent.
Are you guys
I like
veterans?
for people.
And you're not a 290 or arson, either of you?
What is that?
Arson? No, I don't. Well, I light fires within, but I don't light fires without. Well, unless it's a campfire.
What is that?
An arson?
290 is a sex register, and arson is starting
Oh
fires.
no, absolutely no.
And you guys have a telephone number at all?
559.
Hold on. Was it?
Oh, can I write it down? Sure. All right. So and then
Thank you.
is 559 3. Oh,
Oops.
I'll give everyone.
I
I
mean, like, all this information is easily found on the internet.
I wouldn't want everyone calling me because I don't want to talk to everyone. I want to talk to
You
the
see
A
what I
team.
mean?
I would. I would want to talk to the A team.
That's what I was trying to come across though. I was like, I don't want to
Hey,
steal
but
anyone's.
hey, thank you. Thank you for speaking up because I came up with the solution. Instead of like,
Kinda
hey,
cool, it's like note passing a little bit.
yeah,
Do you guys
I am.
talk to the PERT team at all?
Uh,
Which is our mental health aspect
As long as
of
it's
the
not a
team?
Percocet team, I don't want no Percocets.
What was that?
I said as long as it's not a Percocet team, but it's perks like
So
like
PERT is psychiatric emergency response team. So they handle the mental health aspect.
absolutely.
You want to talk to them?
He's been crying and having a really
Okay.
hard time.
So I can have them come
Oh,
over in a
wait,
second.
Thank you, bro.
So give me like 20 minutes or more. Well, she'll come over, but when I input the names, it takes like 20 or 30 minutes sometimes because it's whoever's on the other end is
Organize.
putting it in, okay?
Hey,
So I'll have her
I
come over right now.
slow and steady wins the race.
All right. So he's gonna go grab her right now. I'll be right back.
Thank you, brother. Mm, I'm proud of you. Proud of you. You matter. Yeah. More hugs. Good communication. Solutions. You gotta stick up for solutions. If we're gonna stick our hands up, stick them up for solutions. For real. Bring actual diplomacy and don't bring it back. Just be diplomacy. Allow each other to finish what you're saying and actually have a solution. If not, don't be a kraken. Cracking on everyone's with bullshit, BS belief systems, and the knowledge that hasn't done shit, obviously. And get rid of all that stuff and let go and let God. And let the A team actually have a conversation and everyone stick in the audience and be like, damn. And the ones that want to actually serve, it's good to be an audience where you're lazy and like, oh, they're lazy. No, being an observer is a big deal. And so is the ones that love to serve and get it done. And then the ones that communicate and co-design and develop stuff. Uh-huh. I love to develop things. So,
Heck yeah.
huh?
Heck yeah.
Heck you.
No.
We
Sorry.
have the power. Yeah.
Sorry.
Here, man. Go. There's a
But
warm
I
pillow.
didn't even get to tell you about what I was doing.
All right, tell me.
Okay. Basically, there is this mom where she's like, we were talking about breaking cycles, like breaking generational cycles of like their mom, you know.
You're wearing a screen.
I,
Shit.
'cause I
You're
took
wearing a Hollywood outfit. That's amazing.
well, I got guess where I got this from? Ghostface. uh Mo. Oh.
Mo is Mo.
Mo's Mo, but
Okay, I
it was a whole ceremony that happened with her mom, and she's really thinking about immersing herself like into like a vacation. And I told her about Sequoia, and it was cool because I was able to play with the energy where we actually get like
Good morning.
good morning.
My name's Amanda. I'm with PERT. Have you heard of PERT?
no.
Just now.
It's a psychiatric emergency response team. Just a fancy way of saying I'm the mental health component of our team. What can I do to be helpful today?
Can't did you want to say hi?
I
Hi.
So you act like you know nothing about us, which you probably don't. Do you know about her
I don't.
case?
I don't know anything.
That's amazing. That would be the first call I'd make immediately because she got hit in the head with a bat 3 times and now here homeless because the van got taken and constant constantly crying. Like I'm pretty sure you'll see her cry right now. Um well I say what I mean. Um and look at see you're messing up, honey. You gotta make her laugh. Um uh this has been tough, but
How long ago did that happen?
oh, 14 days ago, 10.
It happened the 10th.
The 10th? Okay. Sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
Yeah, sucks.
How long have you
It
been
sucks.
homeless?
Since the 10th.
Since the 10th?
We were houseless before, in our van.
Okay. Got it.
So, but we had a van, so it was protection. We could travel and
How long were you in the van?
I don't know.
4 months.
4 months. Gotcha.
I kind of let her communicate with you too.
Are y'all from San Diego?
I was born here.
You were born here?
I moved around a lot.
Okay. All right.
She's also a social worker.
Yeah.
And I love social
I
work.
went to school for social work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she started a tent pop up at college, Zen Zone, and so it's for mental health.
Nice. So what do you think would be most helpful? What can I do to be helpful?
This is your chance. This is your opportunity. It's like Eminem said, you have one opportunity. Don't miss it. And take your time. Pause. This is your hand when it goes like this. Open receive. See the impacts.
I don't even know at this point.
If you were sticking up for a girl that got hit up and you were in her position, what would you, and you knew what you wanted to do for her, and it could just be an imaginary list of chaotic order, blah, and you're gonna land as many things as possible to help support and foundation, what would those be? And possibly, or do anything you want. That was just a little bit of a direction.
It's just my foundation. Let's say, like,
I get.
it's a foundation. I mean, I'm going through a lot, and it sucks to have to go from going to the hospital, then going to another hospital because your head's stapled, and then getting your van taken, and then not having a power source. So where you have a phone, and then you lose a phone, and then your wallet's lost, and it's all over the place, and you're trying to get in contact with the officer to get your van, and then you can't get your van, and
Take your time, okay?
I guess it would be a cry for humanity.
It would be what?
A cry for humanity. When I was hit with a metal baseball bat, I was in the parking lot, and I asked people to call 911. And people actually closed their RV door.
Did it what?
They closed their RV doors. No one called 911. No one.
Terrible.
And I can only imagine the amount of people that died in that parking lot because no one called. But thankfully, I had him because when that happened, I screamed and he heard me, and he came with the van and he pulled me into the van and wow. Can I start from the beginning?
You can start from wherever you want.
You're allowed this to be imperfect means you're still perfect. I'm proud of you. Let go, let God.
there was a girl that was about to get raped, and him and I stepped in, pulled the guy off her, and we lost power in the van earlier in the day, so I passed my phone to someone, um, and when the pulling off of the guy happened, um, I went to go get my phone afterwards, and he said that we gotta go. That's why I said I needed to get my phone. Yeah, I'm there right now.
Hey, Officer Funk said you helped change his life. He said he's never seen anyone be that strong. And strength is crying and being okay with that. Take your time, man.
What are your thoughts about connecting to some services?
That would be cool.
Yeah. Okay. Where are you thinking? Are you thinking therapy, medication? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking an actual impact.
What?
An actual impact. Like I don't need therapy. I don't need
She wants to stop. She stops rape, literally, and she wants to stop therapist is mental rape and actually have an impact so we don't have those issues happening. Because you just go in there and revolve them, and now we're manifesting them over and over again. So it keeps the left brain, right brain just manifesting the BS and belief systems. And what she wants is a social worker or someone that really wants impact and wants to be there and actually look at the issues and that be the transformation. Because there's healing, but then there's transformation. You should see her head. It looks like she healed like 3 months ago, and it's already that's God. And so having an actual being there that wants to take notes and be there with her and actually go past the college and all the BS and actually look at things and make one thing at a time, even if it's slow, even if it's one thing and it has direct impact. It's communicated well. Diplomacy is on point. Everybody's heard, and there's no bullshit people saying, "Hey, we can't do this," and I have no imagination. Nah, creativity, imagination, God's image, imagination. That's what she wants to employ. So when she does that with imagination, it helps the social worker, it helps the teams, and they start building off that as co-created teams that and 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 you are amazing. Like you are amazing, and she's
but
fun to work
also
with too.
it's not just that though. It's
Oh,
not just that at all. It's literally like I said, a cry for humanity. Like I'm not mad at the person that hit me with the baseball bat because hurt people. But I'm wanting there to be actual change. You know,
Yeah.
like an actual change, not by some law or code. Because the teacher back then could hug a child. Now there's none of that. And there's laws and whatever, and I get it. It's to keep people safe and guidelines, but to actually make an impact where those guidelines wouldn't even have to be there.
I hear you. I hear you. We don't go to school for social work or therapist or any of that, right? Because we don't want to have an impact.
I went
100%.
I went to school literally to be a social worker, and I thought I was making an impact. And now that I'm in it, I can truly understand what's actually going on.
From a different perspective.
Right.
Things from a different lens that most people don't have the opportunity to experience,
Right.
right? Which makes your vision and your mission a lot more real for you.
Well, yeah, but I don't need like $1,000, $10,000 degree to be kind.
Kindness is
To
great.
to have that care for one another. Like essentially, everyone out here is a social worker.
What is caring and kindness to you and seeing this change,
Care
developing something?
kindness is more than it's it's doing the right thing. Like I truly am at a loss of words because there are probably people that died in that parking lot. And you actually have a change for those that happen. That's what it's
So, right? We all see things from a different lens, and even our position, right? I get to see things that a lot of people don't get to experience, right? I get to have my impact writing with law enforcement and still doing mental health and social worky kind of stuff, right? But a lot of people don't get to experience that. It's a different lens, right?
Mm.
And I too wish the world was kinder.
And it's not even that. It's also the fact of it being so hard. Like we had our phones, right? We tried to get in contact with the police officer, and there's the different officers, and you're telling me you're all a part of one department, but I can't get in contact with this teammate of yours. Essentially, like
Yeah, I don't know. I know how to get a hold of my team. I know how you can get a hold of us.
right, but what truly is the team? Because the team seems kind of all over the place.
That could be true. That could be true. We're citywide, right? We're the homeless outreach team, so we're kind of set. I mean, we're the same, but we're separate from what everybody else does. We have our own phone lines. We have
Departments and
our own stuff. We are from the same department, 100%, but they likely don't know much about us, and we don't see a lot about them, right?
okay, so what is it about you guys? Like who are
We're the homeless outreach team.
what does that say? It's homeless outreach, but what does that entail?
We just
Impact.
try to come figure out what we can do to help support provide resources for everybody, and that could be different for everybody. It's not the same answer, so it's not. I don't have a black and white answer. We're pink and purple and sparkly, and if you're like, I need some food today, then we'll try and figure out where you can get food. If you're like, I want to get into shelter, then we will submit your name and try to get you into shelter. If you're like, I need an ID voucher, I'll go fill out an ID voucher. If you need medical or food stamps, we can do that, right? If you need connections to mental health stuff, we can do that. There's all kinds of things we can do.
You know, it's crazy. Um, It's I've been homeless, I've been in 26 foster homes, 2 years of juvenile hall, and we'll get just to respect your time too, and work together too, that'd be great to work with you. I like the gangsta vibe. Like, you're real. You've been in it. You can see it in your eyes,
Yeah.
you know? You can see it, and your wrinkles up here, your thinking wrinkles, is that you care. You think about things at a deeper level than other people. And that matters to me when I'm communicating and you listen and let me speak. And you have great back and forth. So I love speaking with you. If not, I don't cast my pearls in front of swine. It's my duty to be with the A team. We're in a need to needed old system. That's alternating current system. It's back and forth. Left brain, Republican said this, the democracy said this, but original democracy and Republican and one eagle is diplomacy. Diplomacy is the ability to do what you're doing and I'm doing. Listen to each other to the core. Say, hey, can we do something about this directly right now, and going forth? If not, get it off the table. Because if we're not having a direct impact that we could do now, it shouldn't cost $1,000,000. It should cost the fact that it should cost no, that's debt. It should increase value. You know how many of us wanna serve? Like, service is bomb, but it's like, so people go to church to try to figure out what the hell to serve, but they bring their money and pay the debt, and wonder what the heck's up next. Next Sunday, I'm gonna be a good person? one thing that we said here is to be a good person, to be a righteous person. Sometimes a righteous person kicks everyone off the boat because it's gonna go and it's gonna jump down the stream and everybody's gonna die. And all of a sudden God brings them to the shore and that guy listens to God and everybody gets saved. And sometimes it's like, what the hell, God? So really, you want me to kick everyone off to the, you know? And to be in alignment with that, truly, let go and let God, that's the stuff that you should be broken down. Not the need, I'm gonna feed your need today, but tomorrow, you know how many kids are screaming inside and you know you can't do anything, and you know there's no solution, and you know that dad is gonna go back and beat his kid because his mom's not there and screaming or she's making a fuss, and you really can't stop that. And what they want is service. There's kids out here that are playing on the beaches all day, you know, and they're afforded that opportunity. They're outside, their parents are calm. There's no loud music playing right now, and it's tranquil. And there's not enough of them outside to actually come and co-create and build things and build, like, this is imagination. What can we build? How can we get dirty? That's what's up. Like, I wanna build some shit, you know what I mean? That's what's up. Like, that will save millions of dollars, you know? Outdoor nets up in the trees with movie projectors and shit, and families are actually coming outside, and men are taught, "Hey, service." If there's someone yelling next to the kids and family, every man on that beach should get up real quick and know how to and calm down that being just by looking at them without even having words. Bringing tranquility right there. You know what I mean? You don't need to fight. We think we need to fight. We get taught that we need to fight. What you just persist. You could sit on the beach and look at your sister having a hard time. We do it, and all of a sudden she stops and she falls backwards. I'm sorry you fell on the ground, sis, but she fell backwards looking at. She stayed for like 30 minutes just because I was like, hey, guys telling me, "Hey, we need to just look at sis and just be present because our energy is super potent, and it's gonna bring her into her being. It's gonna bring her into her presence of God." It did instantly. Those are the things that I know. I'm Yeshua. So I'm a commander in realms. Angels and demons, highest leader. That's not no fluff of needing medication. I was in 26 foster homes, 2 years of juvenile hall, and I can tell you the core of systems. I can tell you the core of how things work. I don't believe bullshit. Like no knowledge. I don't sound no like decree of fake ass knowledge. I could tell you how shit works. I could tell you the system, tranquility system, the base of the system that I developed, devil, and all that stuff, and with the devil, um, is this. It's a foundation for everyone to co-create because it's self-employed through thyself. I don't want to build it all. It's just a foundation of tranquility. The kids are so wonderful to watch the sunsets and rises with and see what they want to create and do sound healing or nonsense break some glass bowls if they want and see the moms happy and with you know how freaking horrible it is to be out here in my heart. She knows to have kids that I had to walk away because they were in the hospital and my tags got pulled off my hands. And I was sitting there trying to finish a mobile home so that I had bought to be able to bring them home. And I got told I got to go get in a van and go a place I don't even know where it is by a beach, you know. And I wound up here. I've been here since. Went back, did the same thing. Got told I tried everything I did. Even bought another space for the babies to be in. Did everything I can because I stand on my business. I stand on business. I get the shit done. If you're not willing to get shit done, I stick in it because I tread with God. I don't know what everyone else treads with, but I swear to God, that I stand on business. I stand on the highest degrees, change and transformation. Everything changes. So anyone that wants to go against me, go ahead. You're gonna implore so much beauty in my heart. No, 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 I love when people go against me because I pick up so much beauty and resistance towards me. Just like police in 2016, and this is the last part, I'll wrap up. They came, I went to the Masonic Lodge. I said, "Hey, and 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks go by, they pull me over. Well, they're following me. I pulled over for them, and we had a bout. I didn't want to sign the ticket. I said, mm-mm. They pulled me out. Angels come around me, protect me. All I feel is air, but I feel all their pain and suffering completely. And all I could do is love them. I didn't You know, my dog he's all like running from him and stuff, and they tased him and pepper sprayed him. He went in the front and looked at me at the cop car they put in because they couldn't stab me, they couldn't chicken bone me, nothing. He looks at me and he said, "What's up, Dad?" And I was like, What are we doing?" I said, "We're gonna go home." They took him and they took me, and I had a whole year. At the end of it, I had lost my family. I had lost everything. God took away for a moment. And I said, "Hey," and these are 2 other kids. I have 4 kids. And I said, "Dad," I already knew, "Dad's gonna have to go play his music for the world." And they said, "We know." I said, "I'm business. I'm not for 2 kids. I'm for all the kids. My kid's a badass. So are you. So is everybody else. We all matter." You know? I don't so the ending thing is I sat on the front porch and I committed suicide. But before that, I sat and talked it with all love. And I said, "I was in 26 balls from 2 juvenile hall. I love you guys so much. Like, I saw your pain. I saw them crying, crying, just tears." And at the end, Sergeant says, after 15 minutes of silence, I can't imagine that. I got to speak. It was like 30 minutes, and I'm like, yes. 15 minutes of silence. And he says, "Mr. Smith, how can we serve you?" Oh, I was like, hallelujah. I said, "Master class in service." He had no back. They listened to me, service. They had direct impact. They said, "What do we wanna do now?" "Let's do it, homies, take me." Freaking guy in the ambulance driver got all his answers. We were like in love, and we are in love. And they took me and they all stood in the hallway. And I looked at each one of them, one by one by one. I looked at the last one, I said, "It's beautiful." And I went into the wheat field like Gladiator and I touched them because I get to create that, you know? And I always love that scene because it's tranquil. Just to know what you're fighting for. On the other side of that door, I mean, he kinda looked like my brother here, but on the other side of the door was my wife and my little boy, and I went to war for a country that did that shit to me, but I stood for all the people. That story is a story of what I stand for. Stab me in the end because we all honor the ones that honor God and each other, and we'll honor the one that stabs and makes a scene, and that's what I'm about. So when I say about having this whole board actually come out and giving her a chance and us a chance to actually work one thing at a time, just one thing at a time.
All right, a baby step.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Well,
a baby step?
mm-hmm.
What does that look like for you?
Taking a nap.
Taking a nap? Okay.
Yeah.
Did I hear you say you don't have an ID?
No.
Would an ID voucher be helpful?
What is that?
You can take it to the DMV and get a free ID.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I can do that today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, do you guys have a transportation? Like if we need to like go go there?
DMV? We can help get you there, yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, just to confirm, first name is Cipriana. Cipriana. Do you have a middle name?
Lavia.
I know you're tired. I'm proud of you. You're so awesome.
Spell it for me.
Lamia.
Lamia.
Like, here we go.
All right.
And last name is Bethea.
Yeah.
Birth date is 9/15/05. We're almost birthday buddies.
Really?
Yeah. Mine's 9/17. My son's is 9/16. Yours is 9/15.
What's your sign?
Virgo.
Oh, I told her dad right now, I was like, "I love your daughter." He does not like you. Major in the military. She got hit in the head with a bat. He does not want me next to her. I said, "I love your daughter." We stick in there. I like Virgo. Like,
I'm gonna go grab that ID voucher for you, okay? I'll be back in just a few minutes. Take me a couple minutes to fill it out.
And I'll check to see if they answered about the shelter there.
all right, thank you. Proud of you guys.
It's nice. I don't have to show them. It's
Thanks. Yeah, I was thinking about it, I was like, sometimes we're in situations where we become uncomfortable and we say, whenever the hands out says, "Hey, what do you want? What do you need?" Sometimes it's hard to answer. Sometimes it's hard to answer when you haven't got that received that support. Sometimes you wanna give all the support, like Sip. She wants to start a club that gives mental health out of the space to meditate, but receiving back the support. She's too busy giving all the time. And she's depleted, like right now. And she still sticks in here, which says a lot. But that's where I come in. And that's where the ones that are weak in that way should have ones with the giving and receiving hands out to their side on both sides, all sides, to support someone with that kind of heart. So, and guide. So, James Harris. This is James Harris, Community Relations Officer, Police Department, Western Division, 5215 Gang Street, San Diego.
I feel like you can have a story. It's it's a hard story. Roots. Roots. Because your story to tell, and everyone out there has a story. Yeah.
I say that story because it's a service story. It's a true service story in action. It's a direct impact. It's you're in it. You're in it. You're not just behind a desk writing notes, knowing that shit doesn't work. You're out here doing it. And we talked about that when everything was calm, having a social worker actually come out and actually be with us, be with you, and make impact.
Okay.
Because that is everything with you. Uh, Look at be frustrated with me.
Frustration right now. It's like, yes, things are live, and we want to share things with the world and things that are happening right now, and having a message, yes, but also the small details do matter, and your story matters, and what you went through.
What's uh what's the core of the beef? Not the like that beef though.
PPP is that I'm trying to express
Did
it.
that add value to what you're saying, or do you feel like there was a point you were
There's
making?
always value added. Regardless of whatever is being said, it's always being added. And so
You
I
have a story.
appreciate you for being here. And I thank you. And thank you for sharing your story with the world.
Yeah, and I didn't want you just to get medication and get
But
someone to
I'm
listen
not
to
trying
you.
to get medication. I'm gonna handle me.
I know.
I got
I want to be next to you. That can I say something?
yeah, go for it. I'm not stopping you, but this is not it.
Instead of saying I don't know and being a pickle. Yeah, yeah. To have a scream for humanity, to to say, hey, a cry for humanity. Crying does help. Crying does help to relieve, but to relieve the crying is to have a direct impact. And I wanted to add value so you could receive someone that will actually listen to you and help actually make impact. Because I know myself, that's movement and running and walking and picking up trash when I feel a certain way makes me feel so balanced. And then I get a grip in the trash or some in the community says, "Here's a soda," and hey, thank you for doing that, and da da da, and you get acknowledgement in each other, not because you need someone to prove what you're doing, but because I know what it's like recently to actually have a direct impact and to cry It's made me cry more. On this, I got one leg barely working. I'm hopping around all the town picking up trash. My leg healed the next day, and 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 I got thanks for it. I got to cry. I got to sing. You know, I got all that. So, but I didn't know what's going on in the city. I don't know what's going on with everyone. So I would love to have a social worker. I would myself, if you weren't here, I would want to directly, like they hire social workers all the time. I would want a social worker or with me daily and actually be making things happen and having the city support to actually have the supplies and communication directly with reverse the app that take pictures and complains and actually shows what impact you're having and saying, "Hey, we need you here. We need you here. We need this impact. We need it." Boom, 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 boom. And people are like, "Yeah." It's not about I or the social worker. It's about us. When everybody is out there, not just picking up trash on the beach with buckets, that's a great thing. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. But actually having everybody on the same page, seeing diplomacy at work. You asked, did I cause something? Did you, did you want to, we could pause. We could relax. I won't record you.
before, and I've never gotten.
Another way you can get us is anytime you see an officer, you can just say, "Hey, can you call the homeless outreach team for us?" And they'll get us on the air. There's multiple